Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. In the name of Allah, the most beneficent and the most merciful. Assalamu alaikum students. Welcome back to Pakistan International School Taif Virtual Learning System. This lecture is for grade 10th boys and girls, and you know that we have started chapter 12, lecture 14, Geography of Pakistan. Chapter Industry. Chapter 12 Industry. I have told you industrial development plays a vital role in the economic progress of a country. It raises the productive capacity of the people and creates ever increasing employment opportunity. Thus, the people can have more goods and services, layer and better wealth. Industrialization reduces dependence on agricultural export to earn badly needed foreign exchange. An industrialized nation is always economically stronger and thus capable itself defending against any aggression. Most of the economic problems of Pakistan are ultimately linked to the slow pace of industrial development. Rapid industrialization is considered by the economic expert as the key to put the economy on the sound basis. What do you mean by industry? The process of making products by using machinery and factories, a group of businesses that provide a particular product or service. We have done before this. Why is industrialization necessary for development? Because it generates employment opportunities, provide educational opportunities, encourages advancement and innovation, and better utilizes resources. All of these benefits and more make industrial development extremely valuable to a population and the local economy. Then the types of industries: cottage industries, large scale industries. In the previous lecture also we discussed the large scale industries, iron and steel industries. The iron and steel industry is important. Why it is important? Because it provides the base for all other industries. The products from iron and steel industries are used as raw material for other industries. Pakistan Steel Mill, then we discussed Pakistan Steel Mill in 1971. Pakistan and Soviet Union, Russia, now it's Russia, finally proceeded to enter into a government agreement upon which the Soviet Union agreed to provide techno-financial assistance for the construction of a coastal-based integrated steel mill where at Karachi. HMC Heavy Mechanical Complex, TAXILA. It is rightly known as Mother Engineering Industry, is serving the nation since more than 4 decades. HMC was principally entrusted the task of shifting the Pakistan's consumer good industries to the capital and producer good industry. It can be proudly said that HMC has made significant contribution in transforming the country into strong technological base through acquisition, assimilating the design and manufacturing techniques to produce capital engineering goods concept from the world with emphasis on optimum indigenization, faces dilation, and to exploit Pakistan's tremendous capital engineering goods potential besides creating socio-economic activities and saving hard-earned foreign exchange. Then shipbuilding and engineering work, we discussed the KESW, Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Work. Karachi Shipyard and Engineering Work, it is the oldest and only shipyard in Pakistan, catering for shipbuilding, ship repair and general heavy engineering. It has built numerous cargo ship, oil tanker, tugboats, port vessel, landing craft, naval vessels, and submarine for the Pakistani Navy. Today, our topic we will discuss is cotton textile industry. Importance of textile sector in Asia. Pakistan is the 8th largest exporter of textile products. Cotton is the basic cash crop of Pakistan. Textile products are one of the essential basic human requirement next to food. Pakistan is the 3rd largest exporter of raw cotton. Cotton is an economic asset of Pakistan. It is a natural fiber used primarily as a raw material in textile industry. The world cotton production is estimated at 118.8 million bales in 2007 to 2008. Then we will discuss the different kind of industries: hosiery and knitwear, ready-made garments, towel industry, cotton industry, woolen industry. Today we will discuss these industries. Also sugar industry we will discuss. There are 89 sugar mills operating in the country, with majority, that is 50%, in Punjab, and around 26 of these are listed on the Pakistan Stock Exchange. In terms of consumption, Pakistan is the 8th largest consumer with per capita consumption of around 25. Among the provinces, also we have discussed sugar industry in the previous chapter, and we discussed that Punjab accounts for 65% of sugarcane area, then Sindh number 2, 25%, and then KPK only 10%. Now from your book, open your book page number 124, cotton textile industry. The manufacture of cotton textile is Pakistan's biggest industry, and in the past few years it has made an outstanding progress. Last few years this industry flourished and progressed. It represents one of the most important sectors of the economy, as it products from almost 60% of Pakistan's total export. Underline this point, it can be in MCQs, and has 18% weight in the country's large-scale industrial production. In 1948, there were only 19 textile mills in Pakistan. Also, it can be in MCQs. In 1948, after the creation of Pakistan, how many textile mills or industries in Pakistan? They were 19, and Pakistan, which increased to 503 in 1996 to 97. The effective install capacity and working capacity of the textiles sector is given below. You can see here the numbers of mills in 1995 to 96, then 1996 to 97, and percentage change. Numbers of mills, you can see here in 1995 to 96, install capacity, spindles, raters, looms. That was numbers of mills 503, then spindles, raters, and looms. You can see here 8,709 in 1995 to 96, then 8,716 in 1996 to 97, and only 0.08% change. Then raters 142 in 1995 to 96. It increased 143 in 1996 to 97, and only 0.70 change. Looms 14 in 1995 to 96, and 1996 to 97, you can see here 10%, and it decreased minus 28.57. Then working capacity, you can see here spindles, raters, and looms. And in 1996 to 97, you can see here the loss minus 3.34. In the beginning, Karachi became the center of this industry, textile industry, cotton textile industry. At the beginning, it became the Karachi, outside the cotton growing areas. Later, there was a shift to the up-country centers within the cotton producing area, Karachi had the advantage of capital, banking facilities, business ability, and fine harbor. Faisalabad is now second to Karachi. Second number for which industry? Cotton textile industry. Now it is second number in Faisalabad, and also it is called Manchester of Pakistan. It can be asked in MCQs which city is called Manchester of Pakistan, Faisalabad, because of its cotton textile industry. Other centers are Hyderabad, Tandu, Yusuf, Gambat, Rahim Yar Khan, Khairpur, Multan, Gojra, Okada, Burewala, and Lahore. Also, it can be asked in short questions. Name the some cities which are famous for cotton textile industries. So you will write these. And the centers outside the cotton belt are Rawalpindi, Peshawar, Naushera, Habibabad, Kohat, Haripur, Kala Jehlam district, Saryab, Quetta district, Liaquatabad, Mianwali, and Bhakkar. Here you can see a map. In the previous chapters we have done, and here factory industries. It shows where in which province which factory has been installed. So you can see here the different symbols, and these symbols shows which industry is in which province. You can see here this symbol show cotton textile. Then number 2, this symbol show woolen textile. Then you can see here this symbol show white, refine, sugar, different industries. These are shown in this map with the help of these symbol. You can find in which province these industries are installed. Chemical industry, iron, steel, shipbuilding, leather work, engineering work. These are the different kind of industry, and you can see here the different industries, especially you can see here in Punjab. The mostly industries they are installed in Punjab. Pakistan's main ancillary textile industries are spinning and weaving. Subsector are hosiery and knitwear, ready-made garments, towel industry, canvas and cotton cloth. Hosiery and knitwear, simply question, write a short note. There were about 10,000 machines when in 1996 to 97 in the country, of which approximately 60% capacity is utilized. The sector has tremendous export potential. Ready-made garments, the garments industry provide the highest value addition in the textile industry. The industry enjoys facilities of duty-free import of machinery and income tax exemption. With the great export potential, ready-made clothing industry comprises from small to large-scale industry. Then towel industry, there are about 6,500 towel looms in the country in the both organized and unorganized sector. Canvas, the production capacity of canvas is more than 100 million square meter, of which 90% is exported. It can be asked in MCQs. Cotton cloth. Cotton cloth, the production of higher count fabrics had become a necessity as international competition is growing rapidly. The production of cotton cloth in mill sector has increased to 252.64 million square meter during July. Underline this point, it can be in MCQs. In March 96 to 97 compared to 241.1 million square meters in the corresponding period last year, there has been an increase of 4.77% in production and 6.7% in export value. Now woolen industry. The woolen industry of Pakistan is small as compared to the cotton industry. Since a very long time, sheep and goats are reared in the hilly and the arid region of the country, and woolen cloths are made for domestic use. At the time of partition, there were hardly any good woolen mill in operation, but now several mills have been set up which produce excellent tweed, shirts, blankets, as well as cloth and yarn. I have told you also before this, the area which came in share of Pakistan, they were backward areas, and you know they were the Muslims majority area, and on that time before the partition, all the industries they were installed in Hindus majority areas. So the areas which came in Pakistan shares, they were backward areas, and they were not industrial developed area. And the time of partition, hardly at the time of partition, hardly any good woolen mill in operation. But now several mills have been set up, and which are producing excellent tweed, blanket, as well as cloth and yarn. Their products now compare favorably with foreign varieties. Now 30 woolen mills are working for the manufacture of industrial woolen goods, and Pakistan is self-sufficient in the woolen manufactures. Also, it can be asked MCQs how many woolen mills are working. 30 now are working. The domestic production of woolen and worsted yarn means fine smooth yarn has been steadily increasing. A great part of the woolen product is exported to the Middle East and Europe. The big woolen textile centers in Pakistan are the following. First of all, we will discuss Karachi, where are the big woolen industries centers are working. Karachi, there are many woolen yarn and cloth mills, of which the leading one are Walika Woolen Mill, Hadri Woolen Mill, Ala Javia Woolen, Pakistan Woolen, and MF Industries. Then Lawrencepool, the woolen mill is located at Lawrencepool in the Punjab province. It produces high quality woolen cloth and other woolen goods. Most of its products are exported to the foreign countries. Beside the above woolen textile centers, there are some other woolen mills located in the other cities of Pakistan. First, we discuss Karachi, then we discuss in Punjab, now Rawalpindi. The Punjab province, the different areas, the cities of Pakistan. First, in the province of Punjab, which cities the woolen mills? First, Rawalpindi, Watan Woolen Mills and Rahat Woolen Mills. Gujranwala Pioneer Woolen Mills. Qaidabad Woolen Mills. Ismail Abad Multan, Kaluni Woolen Mills. Lahore, Mir Woolen Mills, Punjab Woolen Mills, and Khyber Spinning Company. Jhang Woolen Company. NWFP, only one, Banu Woolen Mills. Balochistan Province, Harnai Woolen Mills. These are the different woolen mills. It can be asked in MCQs, also in short questions. Name the woolen mills of Karachi, name the woolen mills of Punjab Province, also same like NWFP and Balochistan. Now, sugar industry. The history of Pakistan's sugar industry dates back to 1936, means before the creation of Pakistan, before the partition of subcontinent, when the first sugar factory under the name of Rahwali Sugar Mill, Gujranwala, was established in this part of subcontinent. This was followed by the second sugar factory of Takhbai in NWFP. At the time of partition, Pakistan inherited only two sugar factories. I told you the reason why Pakistan was not developed in industries. Why? Because the areas, they were the backward areas, industrial point of view. And in 1947, the total production of sugar was below 10,000 ton. After partition, the first sugar mill was installed in 1950 in Mardan. Underline, it can be asked after the partition. The first sugar mill was installed where? In Mardan, when? In 1950. And ever since, the sugar industry in Pakistan has grown at a rapid pace. In 1950s, 4 sugar factories were set up, followed by 13 in 1960, 12 in 1970, and other 16 sugar factories. In 1988, bringing the total number to 45. The sugar industry is spread over all the country now. At present, there are 74 sugar mills working in the country. Also, it can be asked in MCQs, the present there are 74 sugar mills working in the country. This book, you know, old, it can be increased. But in your MCQs, if the question, you will write 74 sugar mills. The country of which 38 are in Punjab, 30 in Sindh and 6 in NWFP, having a productive capacity of 28,550 ton crushing per day. The total production of sugar during July to March in the year 1996 to 97 was 22,133,000 ton compared to 2,365.1 thousand ton during the same period last year, showing a decline of 6.42%. It is mainly attributed to shortage of sugarcane supply caused by shortage in area under cultivation and closure of some unit. We have also discussed the sugar industry. In the previous chapter, we discussed the sugar cane, and also we discussed the areas where the sugar industries has been installed. And also here we discussed the before the creation of Pakistan, 1936. The first sugar industry, the history of Pakistan's sugar industry date backs to 1936. The first sugar factory under the name of Rahwali Sugar Mill. Then after the partition, at the time of partition, Pakistan was having only 2 sugar factories. In 1947, the total production of sugar on that time was only 10,000 tons. In 1950, the first sugar mill was installed in Mardan, and then slowly and gradually it increased. And in 1954, sugar factories were set up, followed by 13 in 1960, 12 in 1970, and other in 16 sugar factories in 1988, bringing the number of 45. Still it has increased, but in your book it is written 74 sugar mills working in the country, so you will write this number 74. Okay students, it's enough for today. Hope you understand. And about these industries, also it can be asked in short questions, simple short question. Write a short note on cotton textile industry. Same like any other industry, write a short note on towel industry, ready-made garments, cotton cloth, woolen industry. It can be asked in short question. And MCQs, I told you during lecture, underline these points. It can be asked in MCQs. Thank you students. Have a nice day.